Seniors Taking Action is a group of seniors who feel very strongly about democracy and feel very strongly about saving it and feel they have to be as active as they possibly can.
A group of committed older activists who care very much about democracy.
Our nation is in peril at this point in time.
I think all of us seniors have to be concerned about what's happening in this country.
Reading and watching the news, you just shake your head and say, where the hell are we going?
We're offering a way to do something.
We worry about gun violence, we worry about climate change, we're worried about taking away reproductive rights.
Seniors have time, they have money, they have intelligence, they understand our country, and they understand what's at stake, and they really care about democracy.
We figure out which states really need help.
We do postcards.
Writing postcards has been really powerful for me, but also here in Colorado, I've started having postcarding parties. Just 8 of us were able to write 160 postcards. So here's an example of a postcard, and on the back we write the message, try to motivate people to register and to be sure to vote.
There are thousands of postcards being written.
When we generate a bunch of postcards through our seniors' work and that candidate prevails, that's very exciting.
You bring your friends. So that's how we've grown this group.
Many of us live in 55 and over communities where there's great access to the others around us that we can engage.
It's almost each one reach one. So it's impossible when you get to be the age that we are that we don't know people in other states.
In Kansas, in Oklahoma, in Wisconsin, in Ohio, and probably many more than I can even think of.
But the other idea is to get the vote out, to get everybody registered and get them out to vote.
From 11 to 12 on Wednesdays, we have somebody come talk to us.
Senator Booker.
Yes, indeed.
First, we want to thank you for the wonderful, wonderful job.
This power that you all have, for me, I'm a living example of Americans who would not sit on the sidelines.
Katie, we are so happy to have you on this morning.
A couple words about what I've been working on in Congress and about the re-election campaign, and thank you for all of your work on races around the country.
Bill, as you all know, is the founder of 350.org. Bill has written over 12 books, first being The End of Nature.
Activism is always a series of fights, or fight over the Keystone Pipeline, or divesting Harvard from fossil fuel, or winning a particular race in a particular state.
The technology allowed is for us to convene a meeting of like-minded people all over the country to hear from someone engaged in a positive way and find ways to try to make things better.
So I have friends all over the country who I've never actually met in person, but because we have this common bond that we're doing something to make a difference, it's very inspiring.
Being in college in the 60s, it was hard not to be engaged. And so it was hard, you had to become enthusiastic when you witnessed a lot of things that were going on.
Many of us are former demonstrators from the 60s. Of course, when we had power in the 60s, we were a heck of a lot younger and had a heck of a lot more energy, but we still have that interest and we still have that power.
My grandchildren who live in DC have accompanied me to the Supreme Court and have been on a few demonstrations with me, and that was my Mother's Day present last year. And they said, "Grandma, we're going back again," with their soccer balls in their hand. I said, "Yep, that's where we're going," and we were out there demonstrating.
One of the things I want to make very clear is that the election is soon. It's a little more than a year away from us, and we really have to start working right now. Now is the time to get out there once a week, twice a week, however much time that you have that you can devote to registering people, getting the vote out, writing postcards, also writing letters to the editor, writing op-eds to encourage people to get out and vote.
I find that we have created something that's growing, that's succeeding.
We can't be so self-centered as to not care for other people, for our kids, for their kids.
With a group like Seniors Taking Action enables us to feel like we can make a difference.
Democracy is just so important to enjoying your life, but also realizing the things that you can do to make the world better.
I feel incredibly compelled to do everything that I can to make sure that our democracy thrives and stays alive.